Hello, everybody. Here we are with Just Rita Real Talk. We're starting in a couple of minutes. So we are already online. I think we're all good. Okay. So just say hello. Hey, Layla. Cynthia. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys are here. It's going to be a great show today. Great show. We're going to be starting shortly. So can you guys hear me okay? I didn't actually do a sound check on my, what do you call it? Microphone. So if you hear me, thumbs up.
2 minutes until showtime.
Hey, okay, so you can hear me. Hey, Vic. Hey, Jennifer. I know, I miss you too, Layla. Hey, Barbara. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a great show today, you guys. I'm so excited. Don't forget, you guys can call in at 347-989-8086. You guys can call in. And I will keep checking on Blog Talk to make sure you guys are there because we're going to be starting soon. All right. So we'll see how it works. I had to sign in differently on Blog Talk, so we shall see. We got 1 minute and 11 seconds left.
1 minute until showtime.
1 minute. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's going to be so exciting. And of course, my printer doesn't work, so we're going to be doing this like freestyling it almost. Crazy. Oh, so excited. It's going to be a great show. I think we're good. I think we're ready. And if we're not, that's how it's supposed to be. Oh my God, I'm telling you, I feel amazing today. I really do. Had some serious revelations, which we'll be sharing. All right. Starting soon. Got everything in order. I think we're good.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
People are always saying, you'll never make it. Don't listen to them. You feel weak and have lost all your courage. Be brave. Be bold. Guess what? It all ends right now. Welcome to Just Rita, a show that empowers women all over the world to be the best version of themselves. No matter where you come from, that will not dictate who you will be in life. Join your host, Rita Doman, right now and learn that you can have it all because you know you are worthy of all those goodies in life and want to make your life shine. It's just in time. It's just for you. It's just that simple. It's Just Rita. Now, here is your host of the Just Rita radio show, Rita Doman.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. No matter where you are in the world, I want to welcome you in to the Just Rita Real Talk live radio show here on Facebook Live, www.justritarealtalk.com, as well as Blog Talk Radio under Just Rita Real Talk. Oh my God! Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I am so excited for you all to be here today. And you know, it's so true. It's like we deserve all the goodies in life. And so many times, hey, George, Connie, Barbara's there, Jody's there, Layla's there. Oh my gosh, we have so many people. Jennifer, Vic, Cynthia. I'm so excited that everybody is here. You know, give shout outs, share the video. I'm so excited. But we do deserve, you know, so many goodies in life, you know, all of it. The abundance is there for all of us. And unfortunately, we never, you know, take it. Do you know what I'm saying? We never take that step to move forward and take what we deserve, because we either think that we don't deserve it, or we feel like, you know, where we come from, we're never going to be able to attain it, right? And that is so not true. That's why I love doing what I do. It's been a great week so far. You know, the last couple of weeks, I've noticed myself, even though I share the show and I'm talking about my life and doing all those kinds of things, you know, I found myself also dealing with a lot of stuff, going within, healing, doing a lot of healing, you know, quietness. Some people might perceive it as a depression type deal, but really it's not. It really is going within and healing and sorting things out and figuring stuff out. And my dreams have been extremely active. And when I woke up today, I've been doing, today was day 18. I've been doing the Oprah and Deepak series, the meditations. And today I just feel amazing. And I'm so excited. I feel like everything is falling into place. I feel like something has shifted and changed in me. I feel completely different today. So I'm so excited. I don't even know what to say. Like, I feel like I'm going in this direction, in this direction. I have so many things to do today, and I'm excited to do it for the first time. Hey, Janelle. I'm so excited to actually be, you know, participating in one of the things that I needed to do. Especially since I have to get my taxes done still. I have to get my billing out for my neighborhood still. There's so many things. I look amazing. Thank you. I'm vibrating. Thank you. I'm telling you, as I look at myself, because here's the thing too, I even got on the scale today and I made sure, hey, Lisa, that when I saw the scale, I was not going to do anything other than use it as a marker, right? So as I have been going through the things that I've been going through for the last 2 years, almost over 2 years, I've been on a medication that helps you, you know, it's a natural diuretic, but it's a prescription natural diuretic. And so I'm getting off of it. And so I have blown up, which is fine. And now I'm just got to detox my body and get rid of it all so that I can go back down. So I'm in the puffy stage. And so I'm looking at myself like it's not a big deal. I'm so totally good. Exactly. No emotional attachment to the number. That's how I feel exactly. So, but I had to really talk myself to it, because when I jumped on, I was like, okay, there it is. That's the marker. And now I know what I'm doing, because I'm getting off of, you know, all that medication. And so now when your body becomes addicted to, and this is how I feel like my body became addicted to the natural diuretic, and I'm able to, you know, be thinner, expel what I need to expel. But once you get off of it, your body doesn't do it on its own anymore. It's almost like when you are constantly taking laxatives and then you finally get off of it and your body doesn't know what to do because it's looking for that medication to help move things along. So it really is a crazy time. It could really play tricks on you. But on the other hand, I'm going to be single soon, and I really don't care. It's like I'm not looking for anything or anyone, so I don't really have to dress the par, right? Except for how I want to feel and what I want to do and present. So that's pretty cool. So it's spring. Oh my God, you guys, it's spring. We just had Easter. It was beautiful. We had snow, which is awesome. And I guess on my Facebook, I got a warning that we're going to get snow tonight. And I'm like, what? But it all melts off. So who cares, right? So let it come. I would rather have the snow than the rain, because then the snow, apple cider vinegar, I know I got to get back on that stuff. Apple cider vinegar is so hard for me to stick to, because the smell alone, it doesn't matter what I cover it up with, it's right there for me, and I could just taste it. I'm like, ugh. But I know I got to get back on it. I think about it every time I look at it. I think about you, Connie. So there you go. Hey, Barry, it's been a long time since I've seen or talked to you. So that is, what was I talking about? So when you're making the changes that you're doing, that's where I'm at. And so today I woke up as if a cloud has literally been lifted from me. I had some weird dreams this morning, but they were all good. And as I'm doing my what do you call it? The meditations every day, which today was day 18 and there's only 21 days. So it's almost nearing the end. I'm telling you, when you're doing those meditations, it stirs a lot of stuff up inside of you and you start to do a lot of healing that you're not even really aware of. And now it is really changing. And I'm telling you, it's different. We're dreams here too. You know what? On the 16th, we're going to be coming into a new moon. But when you are having a lot of active dreams, weird dreams, start to look at them, start to look at what it's all about, because those are the things that you need to be working on, or you're already working on them on a unconscious sleeping level. We do a lot of work when we sleep. So when you wake up and you remember some of those dreams, you've actually participated. Like I have made sure I was dreaming about, and it's really weird too. Lately, I've been dreaming about having to go to the bathroom and looking for bathrooms in my dreams, which means, because I looked them up, and one of them is you're releasing a lot of waste in your life, a lot of toxins, you're getting rid of stuff. So I was like, oh, okay. And it's so funny though too, because every time I find a bathroom in my dreams, they're disgusting. And if you can imagine a disgusting bathroom, that's where I have to go. And it's like you're overlooking everybody else's crap, literally, and then you're releasing your own. It's like you're just letting it go and moving on and not having any attachment to what's going on. So it really is pretty cool when you start to look at your dreams and start to analyze them. And then I also come into a lot of dreams where people are noticing me and recognizing me and acknowledging me. And I'm seeing myself at a higher self, at doing something bigger than what I'm doing right now. And people are recognizing me for that. So that's really cool also. So I'm pretty excited. It's amazing how things are starting to shape up. Plus, when you're going through all these emotions with a divorce, you make the decision to finally end things, but then you also have this inner turmoil that goes on. Am I making the right decision? Is this the right step that I'm taking? Should I have been more patient? Or, whatever the case may be, right? But I was with my girlfriend the other day, and it was more or less, we were having this conversation, and she said, you might want to consider that you were in this relationship, hey, Andy, to teach your husband how to love and have compassion for his parents. Because we were talking the other night, and we were talking about how, before I came into his life, they didn't hug, they didn't kiss, they didn't really say, I love you, those kinds of things. And she's like, maybe you were supposed to be here to teach appreciation for him so that he can show it to his parents, because his parents, I got my little things hanging out, because his parents, deserve, some recognition, right? And so now he is able to do that. And when he talks to his parents on the phone, he always hangs up with an I love you when we see each other. And when he sees them, they actually hug as well. So there's a lot of things that I've actually taught him, and which is amazing. So it's almost like, oh my gosh, there's more things going on. So of course, then I'm, talking with my guides and my angels this morning. And also I've learned a lot in this relationship, and I've learned to find my voice. Even though I can talk a lot, I've learned how to find my voice and speak my truth. And it's a lot of things that I've had to learn through him. And so now that I've learned what I needed to learn, now it's time for me to move on and do my own thing. And so that's pretty exciting how that works. And so today, it just really is amazing. One of the things that I saw this week, which I've held on to all week long, is there's this inspiration. Her name is Chantelle Renee. And if you see it on my Facebook, there's a picture of it with a woman emerging. It's a spiritual inspiration where the woman is emerging from her old self, and you could just see herself peeling away the old self. And the inspiration goes as this: aspects of ourselves die as we spiritually evolve. When we release what no longer serves our highest good, it is creating space for something better. This can be a painful process. It is temporary, so don't hold on to the old. Invite the new. What we resist will persist. hold the vision and trust the process. And Chantelle Renee is the one who wrote this inspiration. So I just want to make sure I say her name so that way we don't infringe on any kind of, faux pas of things that we shouldn't be doing. But this is what I wanted to talk about today, because as we are emerging to new things, right, we're in the springtime. And when I wrote my blog this week, I used this inspiration, but I compared it to the winter, which compared it to, our lives. And as we are emerging ourselves spiritually, we're literally emerging from winter. Even though the winter still keeps coming and everybody keeps saying that the swear words are snow, but when we start to emerge from that, we start to shift and change. But we've got spring right around the corner where we've got the flowers already popping their little heads out, right? So we've got crocuses out, we've got, tulips and other flowers that are starting to pop out from the ground. There's trees that are starting to bud. So those are the things that we know that the new beginnings are coming our way. And when we are using this inspiration, we can physically see what we're going through now. But then you can also look at your life as to what is coming up. There's a lot of things that we don't really realize that's happening in our lives that are literally always for our highest good. And when you start to heal and you start to go through dandelions, exactly, for the bees, exactly. So those are the things that I'm looking forward to. And as I'm slowing myself down for a second, because I'm so excited about what's happening, that's what I wanted to talk about, is what is happening in our lives. What is it, that's going on in such a way that it's time for us to start shifting and changing and allowing all the new stuff to come into our lives, right? We spend a lot of time holding on to what's ending, holding on to what could we have done different? How could we have been better? What could we have done to make the situation different? But we never ever look at the reality of the situation, right? Which is, what have we already learned? Are we ready to move on to the next class? Were we the teacher or were we the student? And in my case, I'm looking at, I was both. I was the teacher as well as the student. And I can look at my husband right now and say, I could either go through this process and be angry, be happy and angry, going back and forth all the time, or we can go through this process in a positive manner and just start getting things taken care of so that we can separate on a friendly level and move forward. Now, I've talked about this a couple of times. Hey, Kylie, but it's something that's very difficult because when you're a human being, we're spiritual, but having a human experience. And so we have all these emotions that we're going through. So one day I can tell you, yeah, we're getting along fine and everything's great. I totally get it. And I'm on track. And then I could be the next day or the next week, and it's like I can't stand the sound of his voice. I can't stand when he clod hops through the house or he breathes, right? Because we're in that emotional state. But those are the times where we're stuck. Those are the times where we're trying to hold on to something. We're trying to talk ourselves out of taking that first step. Am I doing the right thing? Should I stay stuck? So, oh my gosh, Chanel, thank you. Sometimes I don't always feel like a champion, but, I love the reinforcement because that helps me take those steps forward. But when you are able to look at yourself in a way where it's like, this is what we need to do to move forward, you just have to let it go. And I had a really cool day on Sunday, Easter. My son and I went to my ex-in-laws from my previous marriage, and I got a TV stand from them. And Frankie came along with me. And so he hadn't seen his aunt and uncle in forever. So they were really happy to see him. They were proud of who he was and just really proud of him. And it was really cool because I got to stay when we got home. I was able to, get that put away. Frankie and I were having all these great conversations. Yes, imagining is also really good, Janelle, because that's when you're starting to really create. So I love that. So we were having these conversations, right? And he's telling me a lot of different things about myself. And this kid, I'm telling you, he's 26 He knows me better than I actually know myself. In reality, it is so true in so many ways, because he's like, Mom, you haven't clicked yet. And I was like, what are you talking about? I haven't clicked. He's like, you haven't clicked yet. You're still stuck. You haven't clicked. When you click, things are going to shift and change. You're going to feel better. You're going to be on track with what you want to do. Nothing's going to get in your way because you're going to just keep moving forward. You're not going to be stuck fighting. You're going to be like, okay, I get it, whatever. It's not going to be important, and I'm going to move forward. And I was like, oh my God, are you sure I haven't clicked? He's like, you haven't clicked. Trust me. I can see it in your eyes. You haven't clicked. And so when I woke up today, I think I clicked. Because today I feel so different. Yesterday, I had my ladies' luncheon leads. Janelle was there. She's one of the ladies that I network with. And another friend of mine, oh my gosh, Tiffany, she does essential oils. Janelle is Zafer with Safer. She's an amazing. So click on her name and you'll be able to see what you need to see for her and get connected the way you need to, because she's all about health. And so my girlfriend, Tiffany, was like, oh my gosh, Rita, there's an event in Rosemont. It's a flea market. Do you want to do it with me? And I was like, what? I'm like, absolutely I do. She goes, we'll split the cost. We've got a big space. You could do your readings. I'm going to do my oils. And she's like, and her husband, Keith, is going to be doing his thing. So I was like, oh my God, it's perfect, right? So we're going to be there in Rosemont this Sunday and next Sunday. Then I've got an event this Saturday. I've got another event next Saturday. And then my girlfriend, Stephanie, she is holding an event at her house on the 19th. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, all of this stuff is starting to happen. Plus, with my class that I'm taking for real estate investing, I am getting closer and closer to investing in my first, purchase for flip. So I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, everything is finally starting to come into play. But here's the thing. I had to click. And I was clicking when all these opportunities are coming to me and I'm saying yes to it. I packed up a bunch of old clothes to give away and, to let go of things. One of the things that I've been hearing and listening to are different types of meditations, different types of classes that are coming towards me for me to hear. And is when you are holding on to the past, you're also holding on to stuff you don't need, clothes you don't wear, things that you are, trying to hold on to because you feel like you don't have anything. So let's hold on to something. And I'm realizing I don't really want to hold on to anything. I want my stuff that's only mine, that I can move. And then I just want it to be minimal, where I have my tiny little home, my cottage for one, where I get to do it, paint it, do whatever I want to do to it, put my little stuff in there and create a lifestyle, have my business coming out of my little house. And then I'm living oh my gosh, I can't even say the word, right? Minimally for the bare minimum. So that's the part that I'm so excited for. And when that starts to happen, that's when things start to shift and change. And what is Janelle saying? I don't want anything either. Subconsciously, it follows me everywhere. So this is what you have to do. You have to start letting things go. Watch the documentary Minimalist. I will definitely do that. What you have to start doing, it's like even when you hold on to pens, right? How many of us have a junk drawer filled with pens? How many? All of us do, right? You start letting go of those pens, the ones that don't work and the crappy looking ones, and you only keep a small select of the good ones, you're going to realize things are going to shift and change for you. You're going to start to let it go, right? Everybody has a junk drawer. So you're going to start to let things go. Things are going to lighten up for you. And I realized, oh my gosh, if I'm letting things go, I'm clearing out the clutter, clearing out the cobwebs, clearing out the memories, clearing out anything that is holding me back. Because when you have an empty room, what do? We look for things to fill it up, right? We don't stop until it's complete. But if your house is already cluttered and already filled, and your house could be you in itself, right? That's when you're not looking to move forward. You're completely comfortable. You're good. Even though you may not be happy, you're comfortable. Yes. So Cheryl, she's my ex-sister-in-law, who I still call my sister-in-law, throughout years worth of free address labels. That's fantastic. So those are the things that you do. And once you start to clear out your mind, clear out what you're holding on to, you have room to move forward. So yesterday I'm looking at houses, looking at vacant houses for investing in, right? And flipping houses and starting to create a new life for myself, as well as doing my business and the angel card readings and all that wonderful stuff. Those are things where you've got to just start shifting and changing it. When you let go, you have room for the new stuff. And that's what it says right here. When we release what no longer serves our highest good, we are creating space for something better. This is why I love these kinds of inspirations, because I could do a whole show on these kind of inspirations, because there's so many things that we can look at in our lives differently, talk about it differently, so that we can see things differently. And then that way we all are in this conversation together, trying to create and do the things that we need. And yes, Connie, taking out the trash, hashtag take out the trash. I love that, because that's the thing. When you can take out something that you're not attached to, or even if you are attached to it, right? You just take it, put it in the garbage, and walk away. Within 5 minutes, probably less than that, you're literally no longer thinking about it. You want to know why? You have literally broken the ties once you put it in the garbage and you close the lid. Isn't that something? You've literally broken that tie. So you are not going to go back in the garbage and dumpster dive. Who would do that, right? So you're just going to let it go. And once you do that, you already start to feel good about yourself. So there's a lot of things, and this was a great opportunity too, because my girlfriend also sent me a, what do you call it? It was, a text she's sent to me earlier in the week, and it was about how I am supposed to, and this is so funny that my girlfriend, Tiffany, told me about this event, right? Let me find it really fast, because it just popped into my head how things happen. So she sent me this horoscope for myself and telling me how April is going to gear up for me. I'm going to be doing a lot of things in April. Also, it says in here, April 8th, you might end up in a situation where you are dealing with someone who's quite influential or even famous. By association, you could end up with increased recognition for yourself. So initial's a good time to think about how you want to present yourself to the public. So when my girlfriend said something to me yesterday about this event in Rosemont, I was like, what? Absolutely, because I keep seeing myself bigger than I am. I keep seeing myself higher. Hey, Liz. So there's a lot of things that are going on with me that I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. And so when my girlfriend said, hey, let's do this flea market on this Sunday, I was like, I'm totally in, 100%. I don't care the cost. I'm doing it. So we're going to be there early because it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning in Rosemont. I got to figure out all the details till 4 o'clock. So we're going to be there around 6 a.m. so we can get a good spot. There's going to be over 700 vendors. I am also going to be doing angel card readings. So I'll do short, sweet for $25, readings, as well as selling some pottery, pitcher and bowls, the ones that I don't want, and get rid of some stuff and make some extra money so that I can have for when I move. Because that was another thing my son was talking about. Hey, Cindy, how are you? It's been a long time. So, my son was like, you're going to need probably around $5,000, Mom, to move. So I'm like, I've got money coming in May that I'm going to set aside. But then now I got to start creating that income so that I can have what I need to comfortably move and do what I need to do and create the lifestyle that I need, as well as start to build myself up so that my business is growing and expanding and I don't have to get a W-2 job. So there's a lot of things that are happening right now. And today I just feel exhilarated to get all the dead wood done, like my billing for my neighborhood. You know, my taxes finally done. They're due on the 17th, so I need to get that stuff done. And those are the things that I need to get away so that I can finally, you know, put in play my divorce and get that handled, because as soon as I file it, within 3 months, it'll be done. And then things will be done in that respect. And that's the stuff where I'm all excited about shifting and changing my life. I want to be, as I've told you guys many times, I turned 50 in July. I don't want to be here. I want to be in my own space, living my own life. I want to have a party or a coming out party or something, right, with that happening, as well as I want to start planning for next year and go on a vacation or go on a retreat or something. That I've got another friend that I'm working with, Terry Day, and she is somebody who does that as well. I know, party in July, right? So these are things that I'm looking forward to and creating for myself. I would love to maybe go on a mission trip in July this year or something. I don't know yet, but there's a lot of things that I want to do and I'm going to create. But when you start to let go of things and let go of the past, then you've got a clear space to look forward to. And I'm telling you right now, I feel like I've popped. I feel like I've shifted and changed. I feel like things are happening for me, and it's a miracle. It's amazing. And that's what we talked about last week, was miracles. So these are the things that I absolutely love. And this inspiration for me has really turned out to be something good. Don't hold on to the old, invite the new in. What you resist persists, right? How many times are we like holding on to something, or we're ignoring something? So in other words, in your dreams, pay attention to your dreams. How many times are you ignoring what's going on and it keeps popping around? You keep getting that irritating poke saying, you know, you've got to do this, you've got to do this, go this way, quit going that way. But we keep doing what we need to do, right? It won't let us go until we take that step. So it's true, if you are resisting something and you are hell-bent in resisting it, it will not let go of you until you finally succumb to what you need to do and take that step and move forward. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, it works. I am experiencing it. It's something that, you know, and it's so funny too. And this is why I do love what I do, because you guys are always getting the real talk from me, right? I can tell you all day, everything is rainbows and butterflies, but are you going to believe it? Sometimes, yes, of course you will. But guess what? Not everybody's life is rainbows and butterflies. You also have all the other stuff, the ebb and flow. What goes up has to come down. So make sure when you're on your way up, you're doing what you need to do. And when you're going down, you're doing what you need to do to keep moving forward. And I noticed that my internet connection, I don't know how you guys are seeing it on your end, but Blog Talk wouldn't answer my phone call, so I had to connect with them in a different way. So it's messing up my internet. I can tell with the picture, I don't know if it's choppy with you guys, but I can see it's choppy with me, and I move a lot when I talk. So, oh my God, you know, that's so funny, because you know how Italians talk? I found out when I did my ancestry doc, you know, the blood test thing to see where I come from, I do have Italian in me. So this is natural. But anyway, letting go of it and inviting all the new stuff in, that is the stuff that's amazing. That's how, you know, when you apply the winter months, you know how when you get the winter, and here we are, right? We had a really mild winter. It was not bad at all. In fact, we haven't had a bad winter in a long time. Even our big giant snowstorms are nothing to keep us away from work. So let me tell you, it's not a winter unless you are stuck in the house for at least 2 days because of massive snow, right? We don't get it anymore in the Midwest. It's been, I think 2013 is when we had the big snowstorm in the Midwest. We haven't had a big one since then, at least because I have had always still work to do and places to go and can't use snow as an excuse. But we are now in April, right? So we're going to still have snow in April. We may have a little bit of snow flurries in May. And then June, of course, then it'll hit right into summertime, and then we'll be all sweating and forgetting about, you know, all what's to come. But here's the thing. When we are emerging from our houses, It's like our cocoon that we've kept ourselves into. And now we're going to be coming out like butterflies and starting to create all of the new wonderful possibilities. Those are the things that are so amazing because these gifts are to us. You know, I invite you to go outside and look at something that you've never seen before, even when you're in your own yard, even when you're in your own normal space. I dare you to find something different. And when you find something different, you're going to be like, how long has that been there? I haven't seen that ever. And there's things about me where I am looking at things now differently. It's like, has that always been there? Because we're so blinded with our own stuff that we don't realize the reality, what's really around us, the magic, the inspiration, all the things that we have going on in our lives. We're not stuck. We keep ourselves trapped. We keep ourselves imprisoned. Oh my gosh, it's already 33 past the hour. But we're not really. We can shift and do whatever it is that we want. You know, one of the things a friend of mine said to me recently, because I've been with my husband for 17 years. We've been married for 14. And she said to me, why did you stay so long? And I was like thinking about it, right? And I said, I didn't know I could get a divorce. I didn't know that I could ask for a divorce and get one. I didn't know that that was an opportunity for me. I was so worried about hurting other people or what my son would think, or would I be considered, I don't know, like a loser or somebody who gives up, or, you know, whatever the stuff we tell ourselves, right? That keep us stuck in a situation. And I said, I finally gave myself permission to stop suffering. I finally gave myself permission to make my own decisions and say yes to my own opportunities instead of allowing somebody else to say no, who doesn't understand, who doesn't, you know, understand what's going on, right? They only see their world. They don't see the possibilities of all that's going on around us. And so when I was able to finally say yes, then that was it. It was done. I made the decision and now we're doing it. But then you go through all that stuff though. But now it's like I was told, look outside. I dare you to look outside and find something new, find something different. And I did. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And I have people around me who are absolutely extraordinary. My whole friendscape is changing, right? It's like the people who are for my highest good are all around me. People who we are giving and taking to each other, not just one-sided. That is unbelievably amazing to be able to have people around you, to see something different. You know, it's so funny because I always taught my son how to decide if people are good for you or not. And I forgot. I taught my son, always look into somebody's eyes. And if they are looking at you through their eyes, their soul is looking at you through their eyes, and they're always keeping eye contact to you, you know that they are open and honest human beings. But if their eyes are shady, they're shifty, or they're looking somewhere else, they're talking to you, looking somewhere else, not straight directly to you, then you know that there's something up with them, that they're hiding something, and it's time for you to move on. And so he has kept that lesson with him forever. And he said to me, Mom, you forgot to look into people's eyes. You never look in their eyes. So you will start to have other people in your life who are not for your highest good. And he said, for some reason, you're always floored when they disappoint you, because they're there to take and give, you know, to take whatever they need from you, but they're not there to give. They're very selfish. So you need to start letting go of those types of people. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I've taught this kid to be extraordinary. And I have to say to myself, my God, you're amazing. But why am I not doing that for myself? Because I forgot. And now I've remembered. And so now I've catch myself looking in people's eyes. You know, my girlfriend and I, we were out for a glass of wine the other night. When I say glass, I mean a bottle that we split, which really is like maybe 2 glasses. Anyway, our bartender could not look at us in the eye. And I practiced that. And I was like, why is he not looking at us? He's telling us something, which I can hear in my side saying half the stuff he was saying, I could hear bullshit. But then the other stuff he's telling me, which I believed, but then it's like he doesn't totally have his eyes engaged on us in the conversation. So then you want to look at, how much is that story true? Where is he at in his life? What is he doing? You know what I'm saying? So these are the things. It's amazing how we forget some of these things and we get ourselves caught up and stuck. And then we feel like we deserve to be where we're at. And it's not true. It's not true at all. So, hey, Lori. So I want you to remember this inspiration. I'm going to read it one more time. And this again is by Chantelle Renee. So aspects of ourselves die as we spiritually evolve. So as we go on, as we start to shift and change, we're changing. We're opening ourselves up. We're spiritually getting higher. When we release what no longer serves us, serves our highest good, it is creating space for something better, which means we're going to have all the goodies in life. We're going to be moving forward and doing what we need to do for ourselves. This can be a painful process, but it is temporary. And let me tell you, when you are breaking ties, you are ending. Yes, there is pain involved. Anybody who tells you anything different is full of BS, right? Because there is always an emotional, painful break, tie, whatever you want to call it, cutting of a cord. There's always that stuff. But then you've got this wonderful blossom, which is good, Connie. I love that, where you're blooming into something beautiful, like a butterfly, right? Don't hold on to the old. Invite the new. What we resist will persist. So just let the new stuff come. Don't hold on to it. Let go. Let go of the stuff that you're cluttering, that's cluttering your house. Let go of the stuff that is keeping you held back. Just let it go and hold the vision and trust the process. The biggest thing here is trust yourself. Trust and know that you know what's good for you and where to go and where to move. And I love that. And that again is by Chantelle Renee. So it is 39 past the hour, you guys. And as always, I always promise you that I'm going to do a reading for you. And this is what I'm going to be doing. Let's see here. We are going to start. Oh my gosh, where's my bowl? My bowl is gone. So we're just going to, you know what though? I do have a bowl sound, I believe, still on my phone. Because I like to call in all of our angels and guides and spirits. I hope I didn't let that go because I was cleaning up my phone. Oh, I didn't. All right, so here we go. All right, so we are now going to start with our angel cards. Oh, this internet connection is driving me crazy. That Blog Talk Radio, for an hour I was trying to get on, and it would not let me on. It wasn't answering its phone. So I'm going to have to say something. Okay, we've got that. I've got 3 angel cards pulled. We're going to do a little past life. I'm going to move my phone. Oh my gosh, I love doing these readings, let me tell you. It's so much fun. Oh, but that one came out and those went. We don't need those, but that one certainly sat there, and so did this one. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't even know where some of those cards went, but they went flying. All right, and then of course, I'm going to do those later. I'm going to get these ones on here. I don't like this internet connection. The point of cutting cords, I drained my energy for a few months. Yes, but it's hard. It had to be done just now coming back around. Cindy, I think that's amazing. So that's the biggest thing. And I think I know what you're talking about. But let me tell you, I agree. I mean, I've had to make some serious decisions. I haven't talked to you in a long time, Cindy, but you know, I'm going through a divorce. I'm finally letting go. And Cindy Malone used to be my moderator when I was doing the show before. And so she's been with me for a long time. I've known her. She lives in Indiana. She's got a lot of things going on in her life. Oh my God. These cards are coming out like gangbusters. But I think it's these two that want to be read. So I'm going to let those go. I don't know what's going on here today, but a lot of people have something to say. That's crazy. I love it. Okay. So those are going to be talked about first. This one, and then we're going to go here. So Cindy is awesome. I just love her. Hey, Julia, you popped in just in time for the reading. All right. Cards are like flying out of the deck. Flying, literally. Okay. Any more? And then we've got these two. And we have to read these fast. And then, of course, we have our postcard. So a postcard from Spirit. Love that. And this is the one that is stuck in my hand. Okay. I just love this. I'm telling you. Love this 100%. Okay. Are you guys ready? I'm going to move my microphone a little bit. I know this is driving me crazy. Here we go, you guys. Forgiveness. I love it. Okay. So here's the biggest thing, especially with the inspiration that we're talking about today. Last time you read, it encouraged me to apply for a job, and I wanted it and I got it. I think that's awesome, Cheryl. Thank you. So forgiveness, this is something that is absolutely amazing, especially with the inspiration that we read, because a lot of times what keeps us stuck is we are not forgiving ourselves. We're holding on to this garbage like we're bad, but we need to just let it go and forgive ourselves and just know that everything that we've ever gone through is for our highest good. We just don't need to be stuck in that situation. And once we start to forgive, we're able to let go and move on. We come from the stars. So the past lives, we come from the stars. We are shining bright. And when we don't forgive ourselves and move on, or forgive our others, which means when you forgive somebody else, you don't stay stuck in that situation. Okay. You are letting that go. So you're not stuck. It doesn't mean you bring those people back in. But when we don't forgive, we literally are dimming our light and we're closing ourselves in. So you have to remember that we come from the stars. We're bright, shining stars. We are filled with energy, possibility, and magic. We can do anything. So make sure that you're not dimming yourself. The star. What? Get out of here. I just love it. Look at the future with hope and optimism. Again, this is something where everything is working out for our highest good. We have to realize that. Once we let it go, once we forgive and move on, everything is right there in front of us. All possibilities are right there for us. Intention, put our intention there. Do what we need to do. What is it that you want? What's your focus? Then that's where you're going to keep going. Keep looking and moving forward in that direction. Clean out the clutter and the garbage that does not have your intention. And then you have the things that you need to fill in. It will all come into play one by one by one. I'm brilliant. I'm telling you, I'm channeling all this stuff in, but it's absolutely brilliant because that's what I'm doing right now. So I think this is amazing and it works. Farm, past lives. A lot of us are connected to farms. A lot of us, which means we're connected to nature. We're connected to growth. We're connected to animals. Look at animals. They don't hold grudges. Look at, when you're growing and you're creating life, food, nourishment, beauty, right? Peace, quiet. A farming life is a busy, hard life. It's also very peaceful. It is filled with wonderful things, nourishment for the soul, the body, and the mind. It's amazing how all that works out. I love it. All right, dreams. Oh my gosh, you guys, pay attention to your dreams. How many of us today have already said we've had weird dreams? A lot of things are happening. This is what you do when you have strange dreams and something that's stuck in your head. Write it out, but also look it up. All you have to do is go to the internet, go to your phone and say, whatever that dream is. Like I had to look up bathrooms. Why am I dreaming about a lot of bathrooms? But my interpretation that resonated with me was letting go of the toxins, letting go of the waste, letting go of what no longer serves me. So I'm letting it go. So that is awesome. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. The wheel. Delays are over. Sudden or unexpected good luck. A new car or travel. Well, definitely I got a new car, right? But the delays are over. So we get to start moving forward. Start creating. You're going to have a lot of stuff coming into your life right now. You're no longer spinning your wheel. Now your wheels are in motion. Things are happening for you. And so whatever opportunities are coming to you, do not say no to them. unless, of course, something is screaming inside your head, don't do it. But everything is coming to you on purpose. So you have to open up your heart, open up your mind, and know that whatever's coming to you is right where you need to be. All right. So that is very, very important. Importante for sure. All right. 9 of Winter, unfounded fear, focusing on the worst case scenarios. That's what we're talking about today. Letting go of that stuff. Quit thinking about it. Quit dwelling on it. Get rid of the stuff in your house. Get rid of it, right? Get rid of that stuff. Thank you, Rita, for stopping what I was saying. Get rid of the stuff that no longer serves you. So there's going to be a lot of things in your life that is holding you back. Once you start clearing it out, you're going to get rid of it. You know, when you go through your basement, your attic, in your house, in your closets, all those things, if you have a lot of clutter in these areas of your home, that means there's a lot of clutter in your life. Once you can start to release it and let it go, that clutter is going to go away. Do you understand? That means you're free to move about and create a new life for yourself. And that's what these new beginnings are. This is what our show's about, letting go. Oh my gosh, we're 48 past the hour. Okay, where am I to go next? Initiate, curiosity, open and warm. So what you're going to do, you're going to initiate your steps. You're going to move forward. You're going to start to do what you need to do for yourself. Take that step. Get rid of the stuff. Get rid of the garbage. Quit holding on to it. Human beings hold on to materialistic things because we hold on to our ancestors' truths, right? Our ancestors way back when had nothing. And when they had something, they held on to it really tight because they experienced things being taken away. The Great Depression, a lot of us, even though we didn't experience the Great Depression, we hold on to things like the Great Depression because we listened to our grandparents say, when we were young, we went through the Depression and we held on to whatever we had. It took them forever to get bread or butter, so they ate sparingly. They held on to anything that they were able to get. They would not let it go, which means they choked the life out of it because they were so afraid of losing that they literally choked, the opportunities out of themselves anyway. So when people went through the second depression, right, in 2008, stuff like that, people freaked out. People started then having that mentality again. So fear of not having turned them into hoarders. That's true. Absolutely is true. And we take those truths on from our grandparents and great-grandparents and so on, because it is literally inbred into us. If you don't hold on, you're going to lose it. If there's no pain, there's no gain. So you have to be going through this horrible, painful experience in order to get something great. Not true. Not true at all. Scrub that from your brain and start looking at things differently. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to pay your dues in order to get somewhere, because when are you going to be done paying your dues? You'll always be paying dues. You're always going to be learning. So when do you finally get your time, right? So those are the things that we want to make sure we are aware of. All right. The Elf Queen, introverted, burden, responsibility. Again, if there's something that you don't have to be doing, delegate it to somebody else. We hold on a lot of responsibility in ourselves. Sometimes we take on the responsibilities that are not ours. And so it's time for you to let those responsibilities go. Do your part and let everybody else do their own thing. I'm very aware of what this card is for me, and this is with my neighborhood. So it's time for me to get my stuff done and let it go so that I can move forward and let things go so I can move easier. Other world, it's veils, illness, transition. So there's a lot of things that are happening that we are shifting and changing. So if you've been sick, if you've been depressed, if you have been doing a lot of things in your life right now and things are starting to shift and change, it's because you are emerging out of that. Consider it like a cocoon. When you are getting over an illness, right, that means that you have been going. You haven't listened to your guides or your angels, so they actually made you stop. They grounded you and put upon an illness so that you can take care of you. And when you start to feel better and you start to do things differently, it's because you finally got the healing that you needed. Now you can start to move forward and start to do the things that you need to do. So April is a great month to start organizing and creating and planning and saying yes to wonderful things. Yes, Connie, a rebirth. That is absolutely amazing. Okay, where to go next? Vows. We have vows. We have vows in this lifetime that we want to do. We wanted to learn. So from this point forward, if you are on the show listening, whether it's a rerun or however it is you vow to do something great in this lifetime. And the great doesn't have to be grand. It could be something small. It could be something medium-sized. It doesn't matter. Whatever the thing is that resonates with you, that's what you are here to do. So remember your vows. Remember why you wanted to come to the amusement park of Earth and play another lifetime, right? Remember what that was and start to learn and start moving forward and start doing the things that you need to do. We're all here for a reason. We're not just here to be here. We're here for a reason. All right. The wild hunt, excitement, frenzy, right? Journey. This is what we're here for. So again, remember your vows. Oh my gosh, Rita. Remember your vows. This is why we're here. Get crazy. Feel crazy. It's okay. Who cares what people think about you, right? It's time to start moving and shaking. Do the things that you need to do for you. Fairy godmother, revelation, discovery, epiphany. Again, they're letting us know we are all on track. This is what we're here for. This is what we're supposed to be doing. It's time to move forward. Let's quit holding ourselves back. Native American. You know what is great about this? This is a past life card. Native Americans, they were able to create everything from nothing. They knew the value of the earth. They knew the value of the land. They knew the value of the animals, plants, everything, right? They utilized everything. And they are magical, wonderful people. We come from that. We are all ancestors of that. So it's time for us to start acting and start letting go of what we don't need and only use and utilize what we do. Let's quit collecting the crap and let's start using only what we need, right? I love that. I love that a lot. Bliss, contentment, satisfaction, and security. When you start to do the things that you need to do by letting go, you're going to feel so good about yourself. You're going to feel so content. You're going to want more of that because you're not going to want any more of this chaos, any more of the crap that's all around you. You're going to be like, I can't breathe in this. I can't move. I can't see. But when you clear the space, you can see, you can dream, you can imagine. Isn't that amazing? I know. I love this. This is why I love what I do because I get coached along the way as well. All right, these two fairy cards that popped up. King of Autumn, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and gifted. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. So when you know what's right, my friends, do it. Say yes to the opportunities. Say yes to what you need. Don't say no. The other one is Six of Winter. Positive changes are on their way. Of course it is. This is what we're all about. They're letting us know it's coming. Quit holding yourselves back. Let go of something today. Let go of a couple of things today and start opening yourself up so all the wonderful things can come in. Oh my gosh, I feel like a preacher on stage. I feel amazing right now. Okay, so this is awesome. I love this. This reading literally reiterated our show. Now let's see what the postcard from Spirit has to say. Dear you, you're chatty bunch over here. We're a chatty bunch over here, always talking about how to support you in your life's journey. We communicate to you through the language of oracles, dreams, signs, metaphors, and omens. And omens, my friends, are not bad. They're not. So omens have been depicted in the movies as bad, but they're not bad. Omens are actually really good. In your life on earth, however, clarity in your communication is essential to be understood. You don't speak in symbols, and if you did, you would definitely confuse things. Right now, you're facing a situation in which you're being asked to have integrity, be clear, and learn how to ask your needs to be met. The first step is to admit out loud that you have needs. The second is to ask out loud for them to be met. And the third is to allow other person, organizations, or even us to answer you. When you follow these steps, you can most definitely expect an answer in your favor. Affirmative, we say, loving you so very much. That, my friends, is amazing. So this is everything that we literally just talked about. And it's all about taking things to the next step, the next level. But what do we need to do? We need to let go of the crap, the garbage, the things that we don't need. If you've got, again, we used it before, the analogy with pens, a junk drawer. How much crap is in your junk drawer? Why do we have a junk drawer? If it's junk, why don't we just throw it out? Why do we hold on to the junk? Why don't we call it a pen drawer? Why don't we call it a paper drawer, right? If it's junk, then throw it out. Don't keep it. If you've got clothes that you are not going to fit into, or you're no longer going to wear, or somebody else can use it, take it to a thrift store. If you've got, I don't know, extra stuff, right? Let it go. We are cluttering up.
Seconds.
Oh my gosh, we are cluttering up our lives. It's time for us to let things go so that we can create anew and bring new life into our lives. And that is unbelievable. I'm so excited. I'm telling you, this has been, I didn't even know what to expect, right, from this conversation today. I just knew it was going to be exciting. I knew that the sun is shining. I've got my window open today. Everything is like working out totally. So I'm very, oh my gosh, you guys, we are like losing time here. I feel like we can be on this show forevermore, but an hour is good. So this is the stuff that I absolutely love. I'm so excited to be a part of this show. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Connie, Cindy, Lisa. I know there's a lot of people here. Please share this video. Please share my radio broadcast. I'll have it on. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you for saying it's a great show. I hope that you guys were able to hear everything. I know the internet connection is weird. I can see it on my end, but I really love you guys. So have a great day. Be true to yourself. Be real in everything that you're doing, and don't settle for less. Mwah. I love you guys. We'll see you next Thursday.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
All right, you guys, have an amazing day. Lots to do. We'll see you. Bye.